So you want tips to improve as a gamer? Well, we can easily arrange that. How's it going, eh? I'm MrSpirit, and today I have some gaming tips that may help improve your game, not just in Overwatch, but in any other gaming aspect that you may have from console to PC. So why don't we get kicked off with number one, exercise. It may sound stupid, but exercise is actually good for you, both in body and mind. A healthy body is a healthy mind. If you exercise and practice proper exercise techniques, whether it be from running, lifting, climbing, biking, anything you want to do for exercise, if you use proper techniques, you're helping your mind get into this sensation of, I have to do it right, and by doing so, you're working both your mind and your body. By keeping that healthy body, you're going to have improved reaction speed and you're going to have a better mentality when walking into things. So you're not going to always be as negative either. You have to use all that positive energy that you build up from exercising. Like, you don't have to play your game right after exercising, but if you take 2 hours, 3 at most, before you start playing games at any point during the day, even if it's before work, you're going to have a better outlook on everything. It's perfect. Trust me, it works. I exercise. My whole job is exercise, pretty much. I lift heavy boxes and move heavy stuff all night long. 8 hours of exercise. And by the end of it, I'm exhausted. But when I wake up and I play games, I'm positive, I'm energetic, I'm good to go. So it isn't complete BS. It is something that does work. So I suggest try it. In the morning, if you have time, take a jog. Or even after you're finished school or that, take a small walk, an hour, 2 hours. If you want three, you could lift a few weights like little dumbbells. Just pick something. It'll make you feel better. You'll feel better about yourself and you'll feel a bit more confident. It does help. Trust me. Alright, tip number two. You probably heard this a lot. Practice, practice, practice. Practice does make perfect. And it is a true saying. But it's not going to happen after just one night of practice. It's going to take days upon weeks upon months of practicing to get better at your game. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or technical skills, it does take months. And if you practice daily, on a daily routine, 1 to 4 hours a day, you don't have to spend all day. You don't need 6 to 8 hours a day practicing to get good. Just take it in stride and do it daily. If you do it daily and make it part of your routine, that's when you'll get better. But if you sit down maybe 3 times during the week for 4 hour intervals, you're going to hate yourself and it ain't going to get you better. If you do it each day, continuously, for 1 to 4 hours, it does work. I used to be a piano player. I used to play guitar. I used to play bass. I had to practice each day. And every time I did, I got better and better. And my skill improved. My teachers saw that. And they knew that I had great potential. And I used that potential to go as far as I could. And then school really started hitting hard. And I had to stop and slow down. Because school was more important. But if you practice daily, you will improve. I guarantee it. You're not going to see it right away within the first week or two. You will start seeing it gradually, though, every time you do it. So pick up your favorite game, whether it be a racing game, a shooter, puzzle solver, whatever type of game you like, whether it be PC or console. Practice it daily. Set aside some time after work or after school or after homework is done, and just play a couple hours. You'll feel good and you'll get a lot better. Tip numero 3: research. If you research your games, whether it be looking back on previous matches or rounds you've played from recordings, or you go and you study up on a wiki and learn what's going on in the game, from the meta to something that you may not even know, or even watching pros or other people play the game to get an understanding of what's going on, what did they do, how did they do it. It all adds up through research. And this is something that school teaches you, how to research stuff. And that research can go a long way too. I've taken all those skills of researching from school and have applied it to many games. I've learned stats of weapons, maps, characters, lore. I've researched so much video game stuff in my spare time when I'm not able to play on a game, that I can learn even more, so next time when I go to sit down to practice and play, I can do even better with the knowledge that I've acquired through studying. And you may think it's crazy and a waste of time to go watch a YouTube video of someone else play, or listen to some audio recording, or even read up on a Wikipedia, but I am not joking. I have sat down on the Warframe Wikipedia and learned more about Warframe than I would have from just playing. I went there just looking to answer one question. I got so pulled in, I forgot I still had the game open. I spent 3 hours reading a Wikipedia and finding out additional information. And then every time I kept going back, I kept finding more and more new things. And it really did help my game in Warframe. The same happened with World of Warcraft. I learned to improve myself as a player from learning to use keybinds on the side of a mouse. I never thought I'd use keybinds. I always thought I'd be a clicker and just be clicking my hotkeys to activate my abilities and just move with WASD. No, I learned how to use my thumb with my mouse to press 12 different buttons to improve my game from just reading up and watching videos and just listening to these guys suggested this, and it's a good way to practice. And it's like, okay, I'll try it. And they even said, you're going to suck right off the start if you've never done this before. It's like, yeah, I can understand that. It's new. It's definitely something different, but I'll give it a try. And it worked. I've improved greatly just from researching. And that falls in with practice again. If you practice what you research, you can improve. What you watch in a YouTube video, you may not be able to pull off now, but you can understand what they're doing and how it affects them, and then be able to pull it off later after you've practiced enough. So I suggest sitting down when you have no time to actually sit down and play the game, but you have maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to do some reading or watch a video. Do it. It will improve your gameplay. So tip number 4. Be polite. Be polite. It's something that everyone should learn when they're a child, is manners. Please, thank you, you're welcome. Those words can go a long way, and they can really help your gameplay as long as you use them. And if you use them, they make other users' experiences better. Compliment the guy who helped you. Tell the healer they're doing a nice job. Be polite when suggesting to players of, hey, if it's not working out, would you mind switching? We could really use this. It does work. If you are polite and patient with people, it will change the way they think in a game. I've seen so many forums and threads of people complaining that, oh, these people were so toxic towards me and that. Well, maybe if those people decided to say, could you please do this? Thank you. It's a great help. Hey, you did an amazing job. When you pat each other on the back, your morale goes up. When your morale goes up, so does your team playing together. And this can be with random people. It doesn't have to be a full group of 6. 5 random people plus you just talking and being nice about it. I've met so many nice people in competitive by being nice myself. I ask them, could you please come into team chat? They get into team chat. They listen. It's a good skill to have. Practice being polite. And if people don't want to be polite back to you, like they just want to call you names and that, simply mute them. That's what most games have in game right now, is the ability to mute people and block their chat. If you listen to them and let them get to you, it's going to affect you negatively just as much as it's going to affect the entire team. Just never listen to the negativity. Take the politeness, go the positive route. Be the bigger person. If you can be the bigger person, you will be the better player. Trust me, it does work, and you do have to have the patience of a saint. But don't worry, you can pull it off. I believe in you guys. You can do it. Just be polite. Say thank you. At the end of a match, say thank you to the healers and the tanks. They did a wonderful job. If you are the healer, say thank you to the DPS who pulled enemies off of you, who got on top of you. If you're playing a co-op game with 4 of you, like Warframe, compliment each other. Like, alright guys, we did a nice job. That was very good. Compliment people on what they did within the game. If you do that, people will bring back that same positive attitude towards you. It's same as another thing that happens. If you smile, people usually smile right back. You give a smile, you get a smile. It's nice, and it makes everyone so much happier. So at least attempt it. At least attempt it. And for my final and 5th tip, have fun and take breaks. You need to know when to take a break, and you definitely need to know that you're here to have fun, but you should also be working towards an objective of winning or doing your best. If you put your best forward and you do everything you can, you still lose, but you could have still had fun by doing your best. It doesn't mean you're always going to win if you just have fun. But it also doesn't mean you have to go and troll people or take other people's fun from them so you can have fun. That's the rules. Is if you're having fun, make sure your fun doesn't come at the expense of someone else's in a degree. If you're playing, let's say, a hero in Overwatch that you really like, you're having fun with it, and the team's complaining about it, well, maybe that may be fun for you, but rest of your teammates aren't having fun because maybe your pick is causing the enemy to be able to get in. Maybe choose another character that you have fun with, and it might work out for the better. But don't just keep on going and ignore everyone. Listen. If other people aren't having fun at your fun, it's bad. Like, oh, I want to set up a troll teleporter. This is fun for me. Well, it's not fun for everyone else who has to keep dealing with it. That's not fun for anyone. Like, really, I want to play the game the way it was intended, not for some troll to drain all the fun out of everyone except for himself. That's not the way it works. If you have fun and everyone else is having fun, you'll do better. You will. And taking a break, that falls in line with if you start getting angry, just finish the game, shut it off, walk away. Just walk away and go sit down, grab a book, read up on something. Do something that doesn't involve thinking about what has been making you angry. Take that walk for some exercise, get some fresh air, get a nice cool drink. Do other things. If you do, you will start seeing better results. If you can keep yourself calm under very strenuous situations, you'll think more rationally and you'll do better. I get angry too. I am human. I'm just like everyone else. I can get angry. You can get angry. When I get angry, I finish my match. I shut off the game. I walk away. I grab a drink of water. I sit on my couch. And then I grab a book off my shelf. I have a huge bookshelf. It's full of stuff. And I'll sit down and read stuff that I've read before and reread it again. I've read Redwall, I think, 17 times. It's an amazing novel. And no matter how many times I read it, when I read it angry, I get invested into the book. And then eventually my mind just slips away of what I was doing before, of what made me angry. So if you can learn to take a break and have fun at the same time, and be able to manage your anger to have fun in your games, you will do a lot better. I promise. These tips will work for you. You have to practice them. Like I said, you do have to practice. And if you do some research, you will get better too. Follow these 5 tips. You will improve at any type of gaming, be it console or PC. It doesn't have to be an FPS. Could be a racer. Could be a puzzle. Could be a platformer. Could be any number of things. If you do these, I guarantee you will see improvement. It won't happen right away, but give it time. And I like to thank everyone for watching. I'd like to thank my subscribers who've been following me on stream as well. I stream every Sunday now, usually around noon Eastern Standard Time, sometimes 1 Eastern Standard Time. Depends when I wake up. But when I do, I usually stream Warframe, Guild Wars 2, or Overwatch competitive, since it's back. And sometimes I will try and pick a game that I can play with you guys as well. I do have games like that. And if you guys want to join us, it's at Sundays between noon to 1 Eastern for starting time. So you come in, drop in. Stream usually lasts at least 1.5 hours to up to 4 hours. So you got plenty of time to come join everyone. We have a Discord that you can join in and talk with other viewers of the stream. And we do have a Steam group. The links are in the description, so you can join us on any of these games and have fun. And it's not just me. There are other players in this Discord and Steam group that do play other games, and you may find someone you like. So, join up with us on our spiritual ascendance, and come, have fun, and use these tips. You might prove some people wrong. I'd like to catch you all guys next time.